shooting in bigger cities is a lot harder to do because people are just like, we're sick of you. We're tired of the film industry. Like, there's so much going on in cities like Vancouver, Toronto, or wherever, and you come to some place like Kamloops or Kelowna, and it still feels fresh.
We're not that far, but still, we might as well be on another planet.
You can go from semi-arid desert down to the valley bottom, and then within a 45-minute drive, you're up in alpine sort of territories.
We want to have our workforce working and having experienced and trained crew, because the last thing they want to do is gamble all their reputation and money and have it lost.
During the summer in Vancouver, it doesn't really work very well to shoot there. How can you work like that at an indie capacity?
We're very proud of where we live, and we like to show that pride.
Kamloops has everything that you need. We're ready for you.
Look up the Kamloops area and see what's been done here. You might be really surprised.
A lot of people just think of Kamloops as that arid kind of grassland area because they only see it when they drive by as they're on their way to somewhere else. And they don't really get a chance to kind of drive around, but within 15 minutes of Kamloops are so many different climate zones.
I think that people are going to realize this is a good place to shoot, and there's a lot of variety here.
Talented filmmakers in this area, and they work hard. It'd be nice to see Hollywood start knocking a little more. I know they've kind of been coming in trickles over the years, shooting pretty big budget movies here, but I think we've got a lot more to offer in this area than perhaps they realize.
One of the reasons why we're here is during the summer in Vancouver, logistically and financially, doesn't really work very well to shoot there. All the locations are too expensive now because big programs like Disney or like Marvel or these huge giant movies have come in and they've essentially just paid out everybody and said, hey, here's a few thousand for your house, here's a few thousand, for your property. And now, like, it's so challenging to shoot anything.
The more films that come to Kamloops, the more it puts Kamloops on the map. The more people who will travel here, the more people who will get to enjoy the city, because I do think that Kamloops is one of the better kept secrets in the province.
Here, I think people would be so excited and want to work on it. When we've had the bigger films, people are coming out to be PAs and helping out in all the different ways. So I think people are keen.
Pre-COVID, they were booking out facilities 3 years in advance.
For instance, I was shooting a documentary for Netflix, and we had 8 people that we wanted to put in a restaurant, and that's it. Obviously, we have to close the restaurant. That costs money, but their minimum was $15,000, and it's kind of unacceptable. Like, you're kind of like, well, how can you work like that at an indie capacity? And so for indie filmmakers, I think coming to being able to shoot in small communities, like, you can really sort of get the most bang for your buck and still be able to put more of that money in creative to make your films better, because you're just saving on a lot logistically with locations and with time.
So when we started the studios back in 2010, one of the goals was to continue to invest in and grow the answer to those 2 challenges. Facilities. We've slowly expanded out the facilities to service productions coming to the region with production offices, with a green screen soundstage, with an upstairs green screen studio recording area like this, and a couple of other sets that we've got up here in production offices and hair and makeup. In addition to the facilities is also a need for crew. Back 6 years ago, there were less than 50 people that were qualified in the entire Thompson-Nicola region to step on a union set. And with doing workshops and training programs and partnering with Capilano University and Vancouver Film School for various different programs that we've offered out of here, as well as workshops and training programs that we've done with Thompson-Nicola Regional Film Commission and we've put on ourselves. We've got it to the point where there are now approximately 400 people that are qualified to step on a union set, and it's growing.
As I got to know Peter, what I found is that he brought so much innovation to our community. And he showed me the space, and I couldn't believe the energy and dedication to having a film industry in Kamloops. It's like having an angel investor.
Vicki has got such a wealth of experience. I wish that she had a larger budget to be able to accomplish what she has to do in order to attract productions here. She's one of the authors of the training program for the motion picture industry orientation.
I know in my role through Action Sports, it's shocking how much content comes out of the Kamloops area.
And I think one of the attitudes that I bring to this particular job is it doesn't matter if you're filming Movie of the Week or Ben-Hur on Ice, the epic, you get the same service, you get the same passion that we want your project to be successful.
But I would encourage independent productions, take Vicki up on her offer for the support wherever you can. She can be an incredible asset.
I think what is important for everyone to know is that not only do we provide all these great locations, but we also provide accommodations, food services, parking if needed. So we're really an all-in-one package.
I think there's been a lot of people, Peter obviously included, that have been for years sort of pushing that forward.
Look up the Kamloops area and see what's been done here. You might be really surprised.
Kamloops has everything that you need, and these spaces haven't been used very often. So there's a really fresh look. It's a very diverse place to film, and we're all here and ready to support you.